Untouched by Yeah! Welcome to another episode of ArtCo Drone Solutions. We've got a great show today. We've got all kinds of people that are going to join us on the panel tonight. Tonight we're going to be talking about the dog days of drone flying. Yes, it's summertime and the weather might be clear and sunny, but it's god awful hot, and it's too hot to fly, and you don't want to screw up your batteries because it's so hot out there. So we'll be talking about the best times to fly in this hot weather, and also we're going to be talking about some of the cool features that some of the different drones have. Like just recently, I had my Mavic Mini and I was playing around with the cool tools on that. So, but before we do that, let's get going. It's time for a little humor here. I got book 2 of the 3-book series. So, alrighty. What do you call Batman after he gets beaten up? Bruised Wayne. Yeah. I used to be a pantomime horse, but I quit while I was still ahead. Ooh. There's a new channel for origami enthusiasts. However, it's pay-per-view. I got a part in the movie Cocaine. It's the only one line I have. Ooh. They're doing a sequel to Finding Dory, where she discovers she has cancer and searches for a cure. It's called Finding Chemo. Yeah. Ooh. My late grandmother was such a fan of Thunderbird's puppets. When she got seriously ill, she insists we keep a Virgil at her bedside. Alrighty. We produced a play about the weather and needed 8 children to be the clouds. We ended up having 12, so we were a bit overcast. Oh. What do you call a magician without magic? Ian. Oh. Oh. I was disappointed when I saw the mousetrap at the theater. It looked nothing like the board game I had as a kid. Oh. I watched a documentary about Albert Einstein. Apparently, he was a very nice man, unlike his brother, Frank Einstein. Hey, there we go. People ask me how I smuggle chocolate into the cinema. Well, I have a few twits up my sleeve. Hey! Oh, I just sold my entire collection of Sooty, Sweep, and Soup puppets. They were paying me £200 to take them off my hands. Oh boy. I bet you Glenn will probably get that a little English humor. Entrance fee to our local aquarium has been waived as long as you are either camping or dressed as a dolphin. To all intents and purposes, it's free. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's get this show going. Waiting for a few people to pop on in. Matt, I gave you a link. Come on in whenever you're ready. Bill Ronayne is going to join us in a few. He just got in the house. and maybe Paul Brown might show up. He's busy with the kid. So let's say hello to the folks in the chat. We have 107 Drones, Charles Galuski, Matt from Maddie's Drone World, Ashley Brown and her band of renown, and John of Flying Flynn Media, Bill from Quinn Dynasty or Kin Dynasty, replies, oh, Leonard of JSK Enterprise. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, all right. And we have Steve and Drones. Steve, hello, Steve. And Paul Brown, wedging big. And then I saw Steve Knowles is in the chat. Jerry Bauer, good to see you. Hopefully you got your toffee. I hope it arrived intact and not all melted. Sergio got his toffee and he really enjoyed it. And who eat more possum? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Jody Drone Shots. Mike, Tex Art Drone Guy. Good to see you, Mike. And who else? I think that's about it. And we've got a good crowd tonight. It's building up. Should have a good crowd. So we're going to be talking about. I'm going to turn down my headphones so I'm not yelling at my own ears. Okay. That's right, Jerry. Who knows? I'm still, let's see, Trevor Fuss. He's probably still waiting for his toffee. That was about a month ago, and that went to Australia. So today is, it's hot out. Here we are, it's just after Independence Day for all you foreigners. That was July 4th. That we celebrate our independence from Great Britain. So, the weather is going to get hot. Here in Colorado, I think it was supposed to get up to close to 100 today, and I think it's going to get up to 100 tomorrow. So, hey, we got somebody in the chat, in the green room that's ready to pop in, and all the way from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, the ever smooth-headed Matt Cundiff.
Yeah. What's up, bud?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Isn't it fun trying to keep a show going solo?
Yeah.
I can't. I won't. If I'm in a back room on my own show, I won't pop on until somebody gets in the back.
Right.
I don't like doing solo, man.
Oh, when I first started doing, not this show, but my conservative show, it was originally called Art's Place.
Yeah.
And it was an internet radio show. And I did that solo for 3 hours.
But it was on the radio, right?
Yeah.
So you weren't.
And I had a lot of guests on the show. So I had candidates running for Senate, running for Congress. I had former senators, former congressmen, mayors. I mean, I had all kinds of really neat guests on. So,
and now you've got
with YouTube, it's a whole different ball game.
Yes, it is.
So, how's the weather down there in southern Florida?
It's hot. It's hot. It's hot everywhere, but it's the real feel down here is about 104, something like that.
Wow.
The humidity.
And you got that humidity too.
It's only 88 degrees, which is not bad, but the humidity is like 80, 85, 90%, so it makes it that much. Yeah, it's no fun, man. No fun at all.
Yeah.
But
so
doable.
You're pretty much relegated to either early in the morning or late in the evening.
Yeah. Yep. I walked out As you know, I smoke, and when I walked out, I went out to fly, and just I wasn't having it. So I fly right here from my chair. It actually
Well,
works. Fly around the neighborhood.
yeah.
I get yelled at by
Well,
some.
Sunday I fly with flight crew and flight club. We meet every Sunday mornings. So we meet at the Adams County Fairgrounds. Last
Yeah.
week we were kind of relegated to the parking lot behind the museum. If you saw my last video, and
Yep.
that was a lot of fun. So that kind of goes into our main topic, uh,
Yeah.
trying out the cool features that are on the drone, and I kind of wish some more of the drone flyers would start experimenting with them. I do see a few that use some of these features that get really awesome videos. Now, like on the Mavic Mini, there's not a whole lot there because,
Mm.
it's really basic, but it comes with uh, Rocket. I guess
Yep.
that's where it just kind of takes off.
Yeah.
And Circle, which is pretty cool. It's kind of like point of interest, where you just highlight the area that you want it to do a complete circle
Yep.
around the object. And Helix, which is similar, but it spirals out, which is really cool.
Now, on those quick shots, can you change your distance and height on the how far it'll go? How many feet? Like on
I don't know.
like
That's a good
you
question.
can do it on the Air 2S when you do a quick
Yes,
shot.
yes,
You can
that's
adjust how
right.
far back it'll go, 150 feet, 200 feet.
Right,
Um,
right,
and then
right. I'm not sure about the Mavic Mini because it's so basic, and it's
yeah,
got a 2.7K camera, which is not bad. I mean, they're basically taking the camera from the original Mavic Air and putting it on
hmm
the Mini, and it takes pretty good photos and video. Although what kind of concerns me is when you're editing, depending on the light condition, you start seeing lines through it.
yep, yeah, that's no fun.
And but once you have it edited and uploaded, it goes away. I'm like, oh, kind
Well,
of reminds me of what the Mavic Air used to do, but it just
they've come a long way with the features. The newer drones have so many different features, like master shots, where it adds all different features into one shot. I've done
right.
it. I can't say I'm much of a feature guy though when it comes to my Air 2S. I don't really use them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's like a selfie. I would just do that
Right.
manually. Or an orbit, I would just do manually. Um,
Right. Right.
but they are nice to
Yeah.
have if you're doing a quick shot and you want to do something fast or maybe stitch some scenes together. It does work.
That's true.
It works out well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the nice thing about it with the Air 2, they came out with HDR, which really makes the video look really good
Yeah,
because it's it's got more depth, more color to it. Where uh, I did comparison with the original Mavic Air, and the colors just look really flat.
they have uh, a mode on the Air 2S called HGL, which is their I guess it's kind of a HDR version, but it's not full on HDR. I don't think. But that was the one thing that I loved about the Mavic Air 2 was the HDR mode,
Right,
and they didn't put it on the Air 2S. Not sure why.
right. Hmm.
Does the Mini 3 have HDR? Anybody know?
The Mini 3, I would imagine it does.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Do you have any plans of buying one?
No, not at the moment now that I'm unemployed.
Yeah, no crap. I feel you there. Actually, I got a job. I'm starting on Monday, but it's only temporary. It's only for
Awesome.
3 weeks. It's only for 3 weeks. but it's paying for my trip to Chicago for the Midwest meetup.
Chicago.
Yeah,
Cool,
buddy.
cool.
What's up, Max?
Great. Tom, Lens Capture. I sent you
Hey.
a link if you'd like to pop in. This be like right up your alley. It's more
Everything is up Tom's alley.
yeah. And also on the Air 2 you got Smart Photo, you got HDR Panorama, Active Track, which is kinda like the follow me mode.
Yep.
And there's different types. There's Spotlight. I think Active Track you just kinda keep this or is that
With Active Track or with any of the Spotlight features, all you do is just draw the box on the screen. You don't have to go
right?
into any menu or anything. You just draw a box. Um, Spotlight mode is really cool because uh, when you draw the box on your subject, the camera will stay on the subject, but it allows you to fly the drone manually. So if I wanted to, say roll to the right or left or pitch or whatever, no matter which direction I go, the camera stays on the subject at all times. So it's
Right.
kind of like active track, but you can manually fly the drone instead of it doing it for you. It's pretty cool.
All right, let's welcome all the way from Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's welcome Tom of Lens Capture online.
And here he is. And he's muted.
Muted, you're muted. No, we can't hear you. You done mute. Oh, Paul, thank you very much for that $2
There you go.
super chat.
I had to wait for the
Awesome.
sound effects.
Hey,
What's up, gentlemen? What's
Mr.
up?
Tom, how are you?
110 degrees.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay. The real
Woo!
feel is only 108, though. Okay.
The real
Maddie?
feel is lower than the actual
Is lower. Okay. Right now, I got 7% relative humidity.
Nice.
Anymore, it's just sucking the moisture right out of my body. Okay.
Oh,
Go nowhere without it.
yep.
No, in the house, it's a nice 72 and 40%. Thank goodness for central air. Okay.
Well, fortunately for me, I'm in what's called a garden level apartment where I'm about 4 feet underground. And I'm also on the northwest side, so we don't get a lot of heat, and it's comfortable here. It doesn't get broiling hot down here, which is
That's
really
good.
cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very.
That's good. So, Mavic 3, well, Mavic, you can't call it the Mavic, sorry. Mini 3 Pro. It is a little beast, I got to tell you. Very feature rich.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I just what's really nice about it is the extended battery really lets you delve into some pretty nice hyperlapse
Without running out. Yeah.
Okay. So you're not stuck to that 10-second. I mean, you can definitely juice out at 25-second without even worrying about a return to home. So I've shot a hyperlapse which took about 35 minutes to complete using the extended battery. Now,
wow.
The caution is you got to be moving, okay? Not a time lapse, not where you're just sitting at 300 feet above you, okay? Because you're not going to get out of the extended battery. Maybe you'll get 30 minutes, 32 minutes out of that. So that's going to definitely impact your ability to shoot the long hyperlapse. But as long as you're moving,
yep,
okay, you're not eating up as much power. Okay, so
does the Mini 3 have the hyperlapse cruise control like our Air 2S does?
You know what? I haven't experimented with that. I haven't even tried to use,
that's so much fun doing it like that. You don't have to worry about flying. You just put it on cruise control and let it go.
Well, I like waypoints. So all I do is bang, 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 set up my waypoints. I think you get up to 5 waypoints. So I set up my waypoints, okay? And then I just do them in reverse.
Yep.
That's all, okay? And that works out rather nicely. As far as Art, you were mentioning the some of the like the quick shots. I just threw up a video with Epidemic Sounds up on YouTube. Went out to the dry lake bed. First time the wife was driving the pickup truck. Best advice: go somewhere you can't hit anything. And this place was actually, you couldn't hit a damn thing. Okay. And with some prodding from me, she kept on driving a little faster and faster. So she really enjoyed herself. But I took that opportunity and I used the tracking capability of the Mini 3 Pro. And I'll tell you, it did a fantastic job. Did a fantastic job. So, you know, I'm using an ND32 filter, which I definitely usually I would say my starting point is a 16, but you know, capturing that high sun, I could have even gone to a 64. But it's a feature-rich drone. I just got a new case for it, which makes it a little easier. It's not a hard-sided case, although it is pretty hard-sided. But
that's like the hybrid, those hybrid cases. Yeah, they're good cases.
Gives me everything I need.
Ooh, cool.
But the nice thing is, it lets me put the RC in
without taking the sticks off.
Man, so shooting right outside my house, I have a desert motif when it comes to landscaping. Okay, we save on our water bill out here. We get actually a rebate on the water bill if we don't have a lawn. So, but that means I have decorative rock. Okay, I just sprung for $1,500 worth of decorative rock a couple of months ago to redo the area. But I was taking one of those off and dropped it. And now, you know, talking about river rock, trying to find this damn thing. Luckily, I found it after about a 2-minute search. But you know, I would have been thumb flying on just the little nub if I had to. But I tell you, it's a very capable drone. One thing that irks me is why didn't they include the DJI RC with the base model of the Mavic 3? That irks the heck out of me.
Why did they? It wasn't ready. I don't know,
dude. First off, you spend how much on that Mavic 3?
Yeah.
Okay. And you got an RC N1 from an Air 2S. So that kind of irks me. Okay. It's a classic DJI move. Where you buy some technology from them, and no sooner you own that technology, man, they just outpaced you. Okay? Future proofing is really hard these days, Art.
I will tell you, they'll bring in that controller in at only $309. That definitely helped a lot.
That's why they could have gotten that easily into the base price of that Mavic 3. Okay?
Yeah.
And so with the Mavic 3 Cine, you include the RC Pro. With the Mavic 3, you include the RC. You want to upgrade to the RC Pro? You know, here's the price.
Well, like I said, for $300 now you can buy one because it's compatible, and you have an RCN1 controller as a backup.
I guess so, but
you
know, I know a couple of irate
there's
Mavic 3
people out there.
that once the RC came out, and it came out as a package item with the Mini 3 Pro.
Yep.
Okay. They were like, you know, you just undercut that value right there.
Yeah, DJI didn't give a shit on that one.
Well, they don't have to.
No, it's not their job.
Okay. No. They're just there to hook us fanboys in.
That's it, man.
Okay. On the next thing available, man.
I'm waiting on it. Now I plan on buying the Mini 3 Pro. But as of right now, I'm waiting on it because from what I hear, sometime next month, it's supposed to be compatible with the Air 2S, that new RC.
You would hope so. It's 03, right? Okay. Yep. So you would hope it would be. I mean, that makes complete sense.
That's what we're hoping for.
And that that makes that Air2S a very capable
Oh yeah.
set right
Yes,
there.
sir. Yep. That gives me a reason to buy the Mini 3 Pro with the DJI RC, and then have the RC work with both the 3 Pro and my
absolutely.
Air2S.
Absolutely. It's always so much easier, man, with the one interface.
Yeah. Yep. Now,
And
I'm
the
a big
convenience
tablet. I'm a
factor,
big
too.
tablet flyer, but I can see using that screen for
Well,
convenience
the
use.
problem I have out here, and you have it too, I mean, with just the damn humidity is,
Yeah.
the mobile devices don't last in the high heat. Okay? And I do have to say, I've already had this thing out in some pretty significant temperatures here with no issues. And as far as the overheating on the aircraft itself, that's only if you're doing a firmware upgrade and it's sitting on the ground. First
Especially
off, I had
outside.
it I had it in air conditioned space. I did the firmware upgrade, but I also have like an air cleaner just sitting in the corner, so it's always blowing air up. And I actually just sat it right on top of there. Okay, and I did the update. As far as flying, in 110 degree weather, flying it, landing it, dropping in a new battery, damn, that battery coming out of there is hot. Okay, dropping in a new battery, taking right off, flying again, flying another. So flying 2 extended batteries and the 249 compatible battery, no issues whatsoever. In fact, I just ordered another 1-in-1, so I'll have 2 249 compatible, and then I'll have 3 on the extended battery.
Where did you order those?
B&H.
Because I've heard a lot of people complaining that they can't get the batteries on their own.
Yeah, I know. B&H just had a few come in stock. I got an email notification.
Nice.
So my delivery is Wednesday.
Cool. Well, that's
okay,
good to
because
know.
they can't ship them by air.
Yeah.
And I got the order in just before Sabbath yesterday.
Good.
With B&H.
Well, now you know where to buy single batteries. You better get them quick because they probably won't
last. They won't stay in stock. I mean, even DJI hasn't notified me button up right now.
Well,
because I know Bob Dempsey was looking to buy batteries.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
We were talking about the situation with the RC, the new RC, and the Air2S compatibility, and we've come to a conclusion that we have a feeling it's due to the amount of stock. Because if you think about it, there are so many Air2Ss out there, so many, and as soon as they make this compatible for $309, that RC is going to fly off the shelf.
Oh, absolutely.
So
absolutely.
I'm going to assume, which I've assumed with others, that it's a stock issue right now as why they haven't done it.
Yeah, I think it's positioning more than anything. You're right. I think it's logistics. It's getting product to where you got to get product to Atlanta and you got to get product to Long Beach.
Yep.
Okay. And that handles the entire North American continent. So, I think the demand will be pretty high.
Oh, yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
I
definitely think the demand would be pretty high.
There's people buying them still. And Marcus Crawford has a Mini 3 Pro with the RC, and he just bought another one for his Mavic 3 just because. I mean, for $309 with a screen built in, shit, you can't go wrong, man. That's insane.
Yeah, I tell you, screen is excellent. I do find that I have a little palm overlap where it causes me problems is I sometimes hit the play button. So the screen will go black and then I'll go into gallery. And it's because
there's a solution for that.
Palm. Well, yeah, I can use the Ken Dono.
Yeah, so I was going to say the love handles.
Yeah, the love handles.
Yeah, in fact,
it's not a bad. That's a pretty cool design the way he did that to where it ends up sitting flat instead of laying.
Problem is it won't fit in any case.
Yeah, you have to. If it's a hard case, you have to adjust the foam.
Yeah, in fact, I had a problem where I bought a shoulder strap right away because if I'm out on the desert floor, I really want a hand catch.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I really want to make sure I have a hand available if I need one. So I want to be able to drop the controller and have it hang around my neck. So the first solution was using one of these, eye bolts, an M4 thread, and then hooking a strap to it. But it won't fit in the damn cases.
Yeah.
Because this thing sticks up too far off the remote. Okay, so you can't get it down in a case this way in the Plymore case, and then it wouldn't sit in this case properly. So I
All right, let's welcome all the way from Port St. Lucie. It's
Bill!
Uncle Bill.
Hey,
Welcome,
Bill.
welcome.
What's
Bill,
going on?
Bill, what's up, bro?
Yeah, hey, Bill.
So I turned around. I went to Ace Hardware, and I picked up a couple of M4 cap screws.
Yep.
And then the little D-rings.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay, so they sit flat now, but my shoulder strap
Yep.
hangs. And then to save myself some space, instead of using the shoulder strap that came with the case for the case, I put the shoulder strap that I used for the RC on the case.
And now you can just pop it right off and
I
throw
just
it on
pop
the
it
RC.
off and it's ready to go.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, save
Good
myself.
idea.
I love MacGyvering the shit out of whatever I can get my hands on.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
I got some free time these days, so.
The good thing about hard cases is you can cut the foam. That's the only thing that's positive about that with that love handle that Ken came up with, is you can just cut the foam. But a case
The only
like yours,
problem
not that difficult,
is on the hard cases that you have out right now. If you see how they have that angled, there's not enough space.
Not enough room. Yep.
So it's just like on some of when the first time you bought landing gear and then figured out it wouldn't fit in your case. Okay,
Exactly.
so you're taking the landing gear on and off constantly, and of course, what happens at one time you're really counting on it, it comes back and it only has 3 legs instead of 4.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and the problem with these drones is the cost of ownership is not the true listed price.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, when we all got in this, we bought our first drone for X number of dollars. And then, of course, it was I need an extra battery. I need another battery. I want filters. I got to get this. It's got to have a case. How many cases can I have for one drone? Well, that's another discussion we could have, Bart.
Yep.
I mean, my wife saw it as an opportunity because if I bought a think tank camera bag, I'm a photographer for years. She thought it was an open invitation to visit Coach. So,
So how's everybody doing tonight? You hard cases, you?
Hello, Mr. Bill.
You're a bunch of hard
Doing
cases.
good, Bill.
we're gifted by your presence. I think you're the hardest case here right now on the phone.
Oh, it's some kind of case, mental case, maybe. I don't know about hard case.
Yeah.
You're more of a tough guy than me, I think, based on your career. So you're a hard case, I think.
Oh, I don't
Hey,
know.
Artie,
man.
how you feeling? What's going on?
Down.
Maddie,
Doing good.
Mr. Bill, how you doing, buddy?
if you don't mind if I'd come in and say hi to there's been some people saying hi. We got some wonderful people in the chats here, like Mr. Comical Wedge and Big there. He's a funny guy. Don't you think he's a funny guy?
Trip.
He is good. He's funny looking. And we got Jody and 107. Charles Galushki, the producer. He's a producer. He produces shorts and like that in movies and stuff. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Yeah.
That's why I was wondering why you always called him Mr. Producer. I didn't know that.
They're very funny. They're very no. He was actually attempting to make shorts so that he could work with Stephen King. It's a pretty cool story. Watch the videos on my channel, Maddie. And like and subscribe, and you can see.
But you're the only place that you can see him.
Fairness,
Smooth plug.
I've been telling him to put it on his own channel so that you can get more people on there, but he's not that interested. This is for fun for him, And God bless America. How you doing, brother? Something sucks, he says. Let me see. 107.
He's his wife. There's a possibility she may need to have liver surgery.
That sucks.
That's not good.
Says the guy drinking alcohol. That wow, it's inappropriate. Sorry, put it down. We got Jody, Mike B. How you doing, guy? Did you say hi to everybody, Art? You probably did.
Yep, just about, except for God Bless America, and Mike B, and Chris Sunrise Water Media, and Michael Fly Zone Drone, and Sergio was in earlier. Hello, and
there's another
good
person
crowd tonight.
I want to shout out.
And David Lorenzo.
I call him Guns. He's been working out. Uncle Bill's adult toys. Sorry, but
I want to shout out to
keep dreaming.
Michael McReynolds. You guys all know Michael McReynolds.
Mhm.
Michael's Drones and RC. He lost his son a few weeks ago.
Oh my God.
That's why he hasn't been around.
Sincerest condolences.
Found him, and I guess it was a homicide or something of that nature, and he finally got to lay him to rest a couple days ago. But that's why we haven't seen him around, because usually he's around here, and then he's in Bill's channel sometimes, and so that's the reason. Right. Just found out about that a few days ago on another stream.
Wow, and also keeping your thought, Sean Oz, who fell off his skateboard and broke his clavicle. Had surgery a couple days ago, and hopefully, I sent him a link. Maybe he'll join us.
He's doing well. I talked to him a couple days ago. He's doing well.
Good.
Tough guy. He does a lot of X Games stuff, and that's what. That happens, and he'll bounce right back. He's a good guy.
Yeah. He'll go back to doing it again.
Speaking of X Games athletes, Jim Beauchart, just had his knee replaced.
Yep.
The best wishes to Jim. Jim's out in the chat room there.
That was a hell of a scar on his leg, boy. Woof.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sent me a picture of that. It looked like a cabagol, So I really appreciated him sending me that. Made me hungry. And
a couple hundred staples they got in his knee.
No, it was every time somebody brings it, it gets higher. It was like 37 to 47 staples. Every time somebody brings it up, another 100 gets added on. It looks like there's about 147 staples in there, but
probably feels like it.
Yeah, I bet you it does. But he's a good guy. I'm glad he's doing well, and he's convalescing. He may or may not be with me tomorrow night on my channel, but that's the least of his worries. I mean, he can go without the money I send him for that. Says he looks forward to it. It's a highlight of his day. But his studio's in his basement. That's why he's not doing his inherent stuff and like that, because he can't get up and down. So anyway, but anyway, I hope he feels better. And who else we got? Anything else going on? Eat more possum.
Eat more possum. And Don's here. Mudball Creative.
Hi, Don.
Hi, Don.
Hey, Don.
It's Saturday in the United States. Yeah. It's actually Sunday in Australia. Just to be clear. At least,
not a great show, but a good show.
Not a great, that story, right? Art,
not going to be a great show. But
I was invited as a guest on his show one night, and there was somebody else that was supposed to go on with me, but that person backed out, so it was just me. So the show starts out. He goes, "We got Uncle Bill. We're gonna have a good show tonight. Maybe not a great show, but we're gonna
won't be a great show, but it'll be a good show.
It'll be a good show."
I didn't catch on to it right away until Bill came on and said something about it. Then I was like, "Oh shit, that was kind of rude."
Well, it's accurate though, because all of my shows are good shows. Kind of.
Hopefully, James from the Philippines will join us tonight. He's been really busy doing. He does work with the Rotary Club in the Philippines, so they've been pretty busy there. And his latest video that he put out, that one of the members donated a custom ambulance to the city of San Nicolas. Yeah. And he also did a drone flight of the volcano, Taal volcano that erupted 2.5 years ago, and flew out to the caldera and brought back some pretty good video from that.
Have you seen that video yet, Artie? The caldera video? Did he show it on this channel?
Yes.
When was that?
Just a couple days ago.
Oh,
I saw the
I'm sorry.
notification
Sorry,
for it. I
didn't
didn't
see
get a
it.
chance to watch it.
I'd love to see that. That's cool. I'll have to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much. I'm subscribed to like 7,345 people.
Yeah, it's overwhelming.
I mean, because I'd like people to sub to me. If they don't, I understand why, because I'm a shithead. But I figure the more people I subscribe to, some of them subscribe back, which is nice. They don't have to. They really don't have to. I'm not saying that for any particular reason, except to subscribe to my damn channel. Anyway, I'm not saying it for that reason, but the returns are kind of negative because I am really subscribed to almost 400 channels right now. So I miss some stuff. I miss some stuff here and there.
996.
Oh wow, you're a loser.
That's ridiculous. So ridiculous.
That's a lot.
So dumb.
I don't know what I'm subscribed to. Let me see. It says show more. Wait a minute. All
Yeah,
right.
it should show a number under more.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 showing and 368 more. That's just so. I miss some videos sometimes because there's only so many hours in a day.
Yep.
Not that I don't like it. I do. Are you laughing at me again, Mikey? You're always laughing at me. I don't know how to take that. I don't. I do know how to take this in.
What you got there?
Something. You know what? I had to go to the liquor store for work, and I'm sorry I interrupted you guys' conversation because that's actually very interesting to me, modding the controllers and like that, because I'm looking at mine to do the same thing. And I'm going to circle back to that, Tom, if you don't mind, to see what you did, because I seriously want to put rings on one of my controllers. But anyway, I had to go to the liquor store for work because they kept 2 orders in a row. They were back ordering our sweet and sour mix, which is no big deal. I just go over to the liquor store, which is literally next door, and I bought some. But while I was there, I got something for myself. I said, well, let's try something different, because I want to try something different because I'm constantly drinking too much whiskey, or bourbon. So let's. This is a citrus IPA called Tropicana, and then they sell this stuff for like $75 for 6 of them, which is an exaggeration. It's like it's a craft beer. Yeah, you craft yourself right into my wallet.
Yeah.
But they're very expensive. But this one was $20 for 12. That's not bad. Not bad at all. So I figured it was something because it's cheap, but it's actually not bad. It's called Tropicana, and this is the citrus flavor. And so far, that's my favorite.
Where's it come out of? Where's it based out of?
Where's it come out?
What kind of beer? Like where's it?
Comes out of the can, Matt.
Am I getting old? Look at it. I don't know. Let me read the can.
I saw that.
Let me hold it for you, Bill.
Shit. And it's, by the way, 7.25% alcohol. So if you can understand me now, don't get used to it.
We don't.
Puerto Rico.
There you go. Okay,
that's kind of cool. I'd love to go to Puerto Rico. One of my employees at work is spending 18 days right now in Puerto Rico, and I'm very jealous.
Ooh,
never been. Have you ever been?
No,
neither have I.
I've been there twice.
I'd love to go.
Yep.
Yeah, you've been there, Tom?
Yeah, a few times. Yeah,
it seems like it's a beautiful place to visit.
Can you drone over there? Is there areas to drone over there, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Eddie's over there now.
Nunez is there right now, droning.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
he's flying the beaches with his FPV.
He was flying his FPV on the beach. Yeah, I saw that.
Just like anywhere else, there's certain neighborhoods to stay out of.
Well, what's nice about Puerto Rico and other islands, like say Hawaii. Hawaii's a state. Puerto Rico is almost a state. Is that if you do something stupid, or the police think you did something stupid, or somebody claims you did something stupid, you're not going to end up in a gulag. You're not going to end up in some crazy jail with no rights. You got pretty much, you have the same rights there as the United States citizens as you would at, say, the Virgin Islands or some other United States province.
Absolutely.
Samoa.
So I would love to go there. I would love to go to. I'd love to go anywhere. What do you think, Matt? You want to go?
Anywhere outside of the U.S., I'd be happy with.
Yeah, Chicago. I don't know. You're going to Chicago.
I am. I've never been
to Chicago, right? Yeah,
I'm going for the meetup next month. It's on the 13th.
Well, I got to get together with Bob Dempsey, and we got to put something together
for
Vegas.
For the Vegas meetup.
It needs an excuse to go to Vegas, man.
Absolutely.
Like you need it.
I have never been to Las Vegas.
I would do that in a heartbeat. I had so much fun hanging out with Bob. So much fun.
The thing is to, of course, all the glitz and the glamour of the strip, okay? I'll spend enough time there to pick some of yous up, okay? That's about it. But just to get out of there, just to see what the spectacular vista is that is the Las Vegas Valley and everything around us. So as far as droning goes, yeah, we could definitely put a nice itinerary together. And again, you guys aren't going to want to come to Vegas in August, okay? So that would probably be a November or March kind of scenario.
Right.
If we did something in March, it would have to be early March, not to collide with South Florida. So, you know, but yeah, nothing but opportunity out here. So that's something we definitely have to put together.
Oh, I'd love to go.
Yeah.
Been wanting to go for the longest time.
Yep.
One of our sponsors when I was doing the NASCAR work, when we had the NASCAR truck sites, we had some of the casinos would advertise because Brendan Gaughan, oh God, I forget, he owned a casino. It's not on the main drag; it's an smaller one. And I had the opportunity to go there and stay there for free at this casino for the longest time, and I never did. But now I'm out of the business. But I've always given that thought that I'd like to go. But I'm a little nervous going to a casino and losing my house.
Yeah, that's what I'd be worried about. I'm a poker player too, so I'd be stuck.
First off, Maddie, if you're going to play poker here, you're going to sit for 10 hours, okay?
Yep.
It's all tournament based as far as the poker goes, unless you're going to,
Blackjack.
of course, play 5-card at the table.
See, down here
which your odds are pretty low.
got casinos everywhere down here for Texas Hold'em, so that's.
I'm into instant gratification. Blackjack, quick, bang, 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 done.
Yeah,
There you go.
Oh no! See, I could sit at a Texas.
Oh, you were a slot machine kind of guy, Bill.
I like slots. You know, slots are good.
Fun.
You know,
Slots are fun, but I could sit at a Texas Hold'em table for hours.
And you have to
for hours.
Well, the tournament is a pretty cool scene here, but
Tournaments would be fun. Yeah.
Again, you got you look, you sit at the table for 10 plus hours, and there's a lot of money available. So
I was going to say, how much typically on a decent table? How much money you're going to have to pony up to
usually
get it?
on the tournaments, Bill, you'd be surprised it's $100 buy-in.
That's it.
Yeah, there's a lot of them down here that do
$100
that,
buy-in, and then it's just a series of tables.
Okay.
And then they play down, and usually, if there's 100 plus players, you're in the money probably for the top 40.
Top 30, top 40, yeah.
Yeah, top 30, top 40. And it's a matter of, you can get up and hit the head. You can get up and get something to eat, but your ante is always going in. So, you just got to work it properly. And, it's just like anything else. You're actually playing against the other players. You're not playing against the casino.
Right.
And plus, as a local out here, we don't go to strip casinos at all because, first off, they're there for the tourist. They're there to reach as deeply into their pockets as possible, okay, in a short amount of time as possible. We go to the local resort casinos, and that's basically, they have to take care of us because otherwise we don't come back, right?
Good point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we actually go see our movies at the casino, at our local resort casino. We go to Green Valley. But, at these places, you can see IMAX, 4DX. And on Tuesdays, I'm loving the retired life, by the way, Matty. Okay.
I can only imagine.
Okay. Love it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But we go on Tuesdays. We just saw a Top Gun a couple of weeks ago, right after it came out. And it was, I think we paid $11 for the two of us. Okay. So,
wow.
That's the nice thing. As long as you're not addicted to gambling. So, Bill, when we go, we'll go eat at a restaurant there or something like that.
Right.
And we have a budget, the wife and I. $40, okay, we'll go play the slots for about an hour, and then we get up and we leave. So
I just looked it
a
up.
hard time doing that.
And this is right. The casino that advertised on our website was South Point Hotel Casino.
South Point is one of the biggest. It is on the Strip, but it's further south on the Strip, right?
Okay.
And South Point Casino is holds some of the largest rodeos. The amount of property they have, Bill, is freaking ridiculous.
Cool.
Okay. Yellow Rose is coming to Vegas August 7th. Leaving on the 10th, staying at the Aria. Definitely reach out, bro. because you got to get to Red Rock. I don't care if you come to Vegas for a couple of days or a weekend. At some point in time, rent a car. Get the hell off the strip. Okay? A half an hour ride, you're at one of the most spectacular vistas on this planet. Okay? Red Rock Canyon.
Yep.
You make a reservation through rec.gov. You can make a reservation an hour before to gain entry. Okay? It's a national park, but it's a national park in which you can fly your drone. Okay? So entry is $15 unless you have a national pass, for the national parks.
Right.
But a 30-minute trip to Red Rock, amazing, unbelievable. There's a scenic drive, a 13-mile scenic drive. You can take 4 or 5 hours, keep stopping at the little spots along the way. Just amazing places. Go up on my YouTube channel. You'll see some videos from Red Rock. Definitely some great places. And by the way, Yellow Rose, I got the Vegas wetlands up there, and I just threw Jean Dry Lake Bed up there also. All of these are within a very short driving distance of the Strip. Okay?
That's cool.
But if you can, get the F off the Strip, at least for a little day trip. It's well worth it. Well worth it.
Yep.
Yeah, we have gambling here in Colorado up at Black Hawk, Central City, and Victor, Colorado.
We got some gambling here in Florida too. Obviously, we got the
You
We
got
got
the
all-
Indian reservations.
We got all the parimutuals. We got all the parimutuals, the dog tracks, the horse
all
tracks.
the Indian casinos.
All the
and-
Seminoles. The Seminoles is the real gambling. Parimutuals down here, they have poker, but they don't have live blackjack and stuff yet. They're not licensed
Right.
for it. The only
No,
people
you
that
got
are
Yeah, they don't have
licensed
the table
electronic
games.
board. That's no fun.
Yeah, the electronic shit's no good. The only people that are licensed for live blackjack down here are Seminoles.
I went to Coconut Creek for the day. It was fun. It was okay.
Sample.
I actually did okay on the machines. And actually I ended up ahead because I figured one out.
That's
I
the
don't
casino
think I
I'm
figured it
talking
out,
about.
but
I'm thinking
I
about
played,
going
I
back.
played it. I played it just right that I ended up a little bit ahead, and I left happy. But I did the old band, the old people thing too. We got on a bus. It was with the Elks
Oh
Club.
hell yeah!
You
Yeah.
get the roll of quarters.
The Elks Lodge. We all went down. They gave us some tokens. I mean, paid X amount of dollars. They gave us so much to play with and like that. And of course, I spent a lot of other money. But I ended up coming back a little bit ahead. And that was
That
good.
casino
they used to do
is
that
where I'm
with
going.
Atlantic City.
That's where I might be going back to work. Dealing poker is that casino. I used to deal. I used to be a poker dealer in Mardi Gras Casino down here, and
Oh,
Coconut Creek is where is where they're hiring. So that's where I'm probably going to end up. Most
that's
likely.
cool.
Yeah.
See, the
Except-
thing with Vegas is it's all over the top. It's enormous. It's just scale and size.
Yep.
Okay.
Overwhelming.
Well, the good thing about being a local out here is the entertainment. So, now we have the Las Vegas Raiders. We have the Vegas Golden Knights in
Golden
hockey.
Knights.
We also have
Go
Golden
Avs.
Knights, which is minor league.
Stanley Cup
Okay.
champ.
Yeah.
Sorry, can't help myself.
What are you going to do? And then, we have all the entertainment. I mean, tomorrow night we're going to see a comedian on the Strip. Our local casino gave us free tickets because they got to deal with that casino, hoping that we drop a couple of bucks while we're there.
Of course.
Okay.
I just saw Legend Big. Buying drone accessories without telling the wife is the real gamble, folks. I got caught, and now I can't even have lunch money. You know what? That's a positive thing. You say, you know what, honey? I knew you were going to do that, and I've been wanting to work on my waistline. So I'm gonna just have a Slim Jim for lunch, and because you have to have something, and I'm gonna become and I'll look better for you because I'm thinking about you, and then she'll get over it eventually. Drone
And
accessories.
has that worked for you, Bill, in the past?
No,
No.
not even a little.
I'll take whatever you want to shed.
No, it's funny. My
Hey,
wife,
Gainway.
my wife doesn't restrict anything. I actually pay.
No, she doesn't.
No, she.
Big heaping bowls of menudo.
I was just
Like, I'm a little guy, and I'm like, oh, wow.
I gotta repeat. Shut up. No, she She overfeeds me. She spoils me. But it's not like she says you can't do this, you can't do that. It's just that she just knows how to make me feel like I'm being stupid. Feel guilty. And she's right. You know what I mean? I got 2 drones that I mostly use and I wish I was using them more. So why do I need to buy more? And it's really tempting. Like you guys, Mavic 3 or the Mini 3, all these
Very
things.
lucky,
I
Paul.
could certainly buy them, but do I need to buy them? You know what I mean? Am I even using the ones I have as much as I should be? So maybe I'm not as addicted. Yeah, I am. I'd really love to have all that shit. I would. I'd love to have all that stuff. I mean, but there's so many. I want to buy a new GPU for my PC. I want to put Chrome lowers, Chrome 4
It's
on my.
8 o'clock.
I want to. I mean, there's all these things that I could buy. What's that?
It's about time for toffee giveaway.
Thank you for
Hashtag-
redirecting me from my personal.
Hashtag toffee. Put that in the chat, and we will draw for some luscious toffee. We've got dark chocolate. We have milk chocolate. So the winner is going to get these 2. Fire.
But like I said, I have a wife who works and it does all the work around here. She spends no money on herself. She really doesn't. She's just perfectly happy making her home perfect and doing all. And then, do you really need that? Do you need that? Why do you need to spend money? Why do you need to? Yeah, that's all she's got to do. She can't say no. She's not going to say no. I'm a grown man. But she makes me a grown man. That's what it is. You know what I mean? I would.
Yep.
I'd love to buy all that stuff.
It's that Filipino culture.
Yeah.
The hobby we're in, we are not even close to being grown men. I hate to say it.
She's a smart girl.
Like a bunch of kids.
So much better than me.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and
well, give them a chance to type the toffee. They're still typing, Artie.
Quite a few of them in there.
I mean, Bill had to type it. Bill had to type
Bill, they've been typing in since the beginning of the show. You should have been here at the beginning when everybody.
Yeah.
All right, Bill, Twin Dynasty. It doesn't matter how many times you type in; it's only going to count once.
He's up to 10.
So it's not going to help you.
Bill, stop it.
Bill's drunk.
You're spamming the chat. Stop it.
Yeah. All right, let's start. Okay, we got 17. Let's get that up to 20, shall we? Come on, folks. Let's get that to 20.
Bill, stop it.
Bill said, okay.
Okay.
We're up to 19. We're almost there, guys.
Tom, you know what happens in April?
One more, guys.
All right, you keep encouraging. What happens in April? I turn 62. I think I'm going to take the check. I think I'm going to start taking some vacations, and I've got some spots I want to hit. Wyoming is one. I want to go see Ron Lockwood. I want to go to Las Vegas and visit you guys, and that's on my list.
Alrighty,
I like to hit California before it's in the ocean.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Before it's in the ocean.
I look at it this way. We don't have a schedule anymore, Bill. We have routines.
Hey, Brent.
Being retired.
Congratulations. Eat more possum. You are the winner.
Eat more possum and chocolate.
Eat more toffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations. So
I've never had possum.
I'm going to make myself real big. How do I do that? Oh, yeah. I could do it that way. And then I'm going to do this. Here is my email. If you want to email me your address, I will send that out to you. And also, if you want to make a super chat, you could do. There's my PayPal. You could throw a few bucks in there so I could keep on bringing this yummy candy. So,
Art, are you making yourself real big?
Yeah, buddy.
Always.
That is what you said.
That is what he said.
Make yourself real big.
There we go. I'm back.
You want to do that?
And let's make everybody. All right.
Go watch Ken Dono's tweet video or his Instagram video. Him and Billy Kyle and London Art are all in Philly.
Yeah.
and they caught
Cool.
some dude in the back of their building.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you saw that?
Playing pocket pool.
Playing pocket pool right in the middle of the alley.
Yep.
Right out the window.
Don't scratch on the 8-ball.
God. Crazy. They actually videoed it too. Sick.
Oh
6
my.
puppies.
And now
sick puppies.
memorialized into perpetuity, no less, right? Yeah. Joy.
Oh
Joy,
man.
joy.
Oh, well, thank you, Bill.
We start the
And
train.
yeah, let's start that train. There's the
Is that
delayed
the-
cash
Joy,
register.
joy.
I mean,
Is that the other channel?
Oh, I'd rather see it go to this one.
there we go.
Chris.
Thank you, thank you.
But anyway, yeah, I want to hit Las Vegas. That's on the bucket list. I want to hit the Wyoming and all the big. I've not that I haven't been through those states. You know, like I haven't been through Nevada. I did miss Nevada. I used to drive truck. We the circuitous route went across 80 through Donner Pass down through California and then back. But it pretty much went around. That's one of the states I haven't visited. Nevada.
When we came out here, we did it via RV back in November, and we took 40 across. We took the southern route because it was November. I didn't want to get stuck first timing across the country and get stuck with bad weather.
Right.
But we were fortunate because when 1 week after we made it across, that's when those tornadoes blew through the Midwest. We came right along our route, in fact. So, we took 40 and Route 66, and so we're gonna go out. I just got to plan something in the next couple of weeks, just to take the RV out. Probably a multi-destination trip. Probably go up north 3, 4, 5 hours, then go off grid for a night or two, and then another, 3, 4, 5 hours further north, and maybe up into the Reno area. Beat some heat for a while. And it's nice being able to take the drone with us everywhere we go. And the wife gets her little 5-star hotel suite, so she's happy. She's a happy camper. She's got all the luxuries.
We've talked about getting ourselves a camper and doing the whole trip thing. And my wife, like I said, she's not real. She's very satisfied with her life, which God bless her. But she does like she watches those programs, Alaska, and then the northern tier states and like that, and she wants to visit them, which is cool because now I have friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, my wife was not into camping, man. My wife is, my Filipina is she's Imelda, shoes and bags. But
thank you, John.
She loves this because still it is. It's our little hotel suite. It's our.
My wife's a Filipina too.
Oh yeah, really? Oh,
yeah. We didn't have this discussion.
No, I don't think we did.
No, she's from Baguio.
Okay, yeah, my wife's from Quezon, but my wife's been here for 50 years now. So,
my wife became an American citizen in '88.
Yeah, my wife, I think in '76.
Hey, Bill.
But
I was gonna text you earlier about something. Look what David, AZ Drone Dude, sent me, and I have no idea how to use it.
What is it?
It's an external hard drive.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's a 5 terabyte Samsung hard drive. I don't know.
Okay.
All right.
What would
What do you have?
I don't have a
Windows-based PC.
Yeah, I have a Windows laptop, not an actual PC.
And what's the interface on that external drive? Is that a USB-C?
Yeah, USB-C.
So USB-C to whatever you have on your, and that's a powered drive?
Yes.
So is there also a power? So you got a brick with that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
So
what does it do?
Connect that up to your laptop.
And you'll
power
have
on your laptop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Power on the hard drive. Then with the cable connected to the hard drive, after you're all powered up, open up an Explorer window, look at your computer, okay, your C drive or this PC, right, in the file menu, and then plug this in.
That's it.
It should be a plug and play. It should be recognized right away.
Right away.
Now
It'll show
you'll
up as
see
an
whether
extra
there's
drive.
any data on it first. Before you do a format, if it asks you to do a format, that means it's an unformatted drive. Okay?
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Tom. Is that the only thing that's on it? Is a USB-C?
It's got the power brick plug,
Let's-
and then it's got this.
Show us the back of it.
It's type.
Maddie.
It's USB-A to my computer, but the plug that goes into the box is this goofy looking.
Oh
thing.
no, okay.
Oh no, it's got that. That's
Yeah,
cool.
that's a high speed. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
That's
a
good.
proprietary cable for
Yes.
that drive.
Yeah, I've never
Okay.
seen something like this before. That's weird looking.
It's
No,
got a
just
keyway.
plug it into your drive, plug it into your computer. You're going to see a drive show up, and boom, you got storage.
And now if the drive shows up and you don't get a format window that pops up, look on that drive in the root directory, look for subdirectories, okay? Because one of them might have some software or recovery software. It depends on how you want to use the drive, okay? If you want to use it to automatically back up your system, you can provision some space to do that. Now, you said that's a 5 terabyte drive, Matt?
5 terabyte. Yep.
So,
That's cool. You can put all your videos on there. All your.
I would break that up into some logical drives.
Right.
Okay.
What's
Break
that?
that up into some logical drives.
into several drives, like maybe
Right.
three 1 3/4 drives, or
Yeah, and create one of those drives should be used for backups.
Yeah.
Okay, on your system files.
Never had one before, so this is the first for me. Actually, I didn't even know he was sending it. I got 3D printed parts from my
honestly,
FPV
super simple. Just plug it in; it does it all for you.
So plug and play at this point.
Yep.
Okay.
Samsung. I didn't even know Samsung made full size drives like that.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Who makes the drive that's in that?
Samsung actually does.
They make
Yeah.
they make 3.5-inch drives.
They make a lot of the drives for a lot of third parties also.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They've been in the game for a long time. They've been making that and removable media. They've been in the removable.
Yeah, and Porter
media
is
game.
Seagate Technology International.
Yeah.
Manufactured by Seagate Technology.
It's a
Yeah.
Seagate drive. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, Seagate.
Cool. Yeah,
I thought I saw
Seagate's good.
Samsung with Seagate. Okay.
So yeah, I was gonna reach out to you earlier because I had no idea what to do with this. But
No, just plug it in, buddy. That's it.
do I
If
have
you
to
go
set
away,
any
then
settings?
we'll
Do I,
understand.
do I have to set any settings to
No.
have it go to that external drive?
Nope.
Uh,
Windows should just recognize a drive, assign it a letter, and that's it. And like Tom was saying, if you want to break it up into several partitions, you can, or you can
Yeah.
leave you can leave it one giant drive. I've got a 5 terabyte
Oh, there it is, right there. Okay.
Western Digital.
Oh, thank you. Eat more possum.
So Samsung owns a part of Seagate, by the way. So one of the things you can do, there's several things you can do. So number one, out of the box, it's probably one giant volume.
Right.
Okay. So one of the things I highly recommend, instead of us trying to talk you through it here, Maddie,
Yeah.
is YouTube how to partition a hard drive.
Okay.
Okay. And then what you want to do, like Bill said, is break that up into a couple of sections. Okay.
Mhm.
You want to dedicate one of them to do a Windows backup for you. Now that's another thing to YouTube. Okay. Automatic Windows backup. Because
Okay.
you'll go into your settings in Windows using 10 or 11. Okay. And you can automatically set it up to copy system files and changes to your registry over to this partition. So if anything goes wrong, you can revert back to that partition. But
Ah.
you'll also have to make that partition bootable, okay? Which is a trick to doing that. But again, not going to go through that in this chat, okay? I would recommend you YouTube that.
I'm gonna have to
Okay.
take a look at.
Yeah.
This has got device function, Samsung portable device, Samsung disk drives, and USB mass storage device, universal. On volume. Okay, I'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
I was going to
And
call
it
Bill
is a
earlier and I forgot.
storage device. Okay, that can be broken up into logical drives.
Cool.
Scott
But yeah, I
Madu, good to see
you know,
you.
the stuff we're doing these
Chuck?
days,
Let's see.
okay, with these drones, and okay, we're now at the point where we're not satisfied with 4K anymore. Okay, we want 5K, we want 6K, we want 8K. It's all freaking hard drive killers. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what we're doing here. We're killing these hard drives, and the problem is we keep too much crap. Okay, we're electronic hoarders at this point, right?
Yep. Pretty much.
Yep.
It doesn't show that it has to be formatted, so
No, so it's just come up as a logical drive right away.
4.54 of 4.54 terabytes.
Chuck, you said your garage door opener spring broke, and you know what? You're reminding me that when I installed my garage door opener, I didn't put the safety cable.
Safety cable.
And I have the safety cable in my bench, sitting there, ready to install, and I never put it through the spring.
Put that on the to-do list. He's 100% correct.
Yeah.
Bill, I actually went to a job where we had an injury due to that. Okay, on a 2-car garage door on a residential. Okay, took out a 16-year-old kid. He was taking his bike out. So, yeah, that safety cable is.
It's not like it'll take me long to put it in there either. You just
Nah. You just thread it through there.
push it through the spring and hook it up.
Yeah, basically on the one side it's just a loop. Okay, that goes through the bracket, the L bracket, and then the other side usually.
My kid actually came with them, and it's like, I got to hook these up.
Yeah, no, man. You know,
you're
lucky. That thing. It's scary, man. I had one go on me in my garage, and I was outside the garage at the time, and I actually thought my entire garage, it was a separate attached garage. The sound of it, I thought my garage roof had collapsed. Okay. But
I have an interesting, really boring little story. It depends.
Do tell.
Let me tell you my boring little story. I was sitting watching videos last night. I'm watching a movie, and it scared the piss out of me. I had I have a 65-inch TV, 60-inch, 60, whatever. It sits on a just a TV.
A little TV stand. Yeah,
it's a stand. It was kind of neat looking. It's it's got a black laminated top. The middle shelf is glass, and then the black laminated top at the bottom. The middle shelf that was glass didn't really have a lot of weight on it. I mean, I've had it for years. I bought that thing maybe 12 years ago, and sitting on it was my Blu-ray player and my DVR, because I'm a cable cutter. I have my antenna. The glass shattered for no reason at all. No one was anywhere near it. Nobody was touching it. But after all these years, with the weight that was on it, it just decided to shatter. And I thought it was, my wife's like into knickknacks, as Artie saw. And there's stuff all over the place. Well, that stuff, boom! And it happened last night while I was watching a movie. But God bless that Blu-ray player. That thing went like this. It was hanging like this, and it kept playing that movie. So I sat there. I sat and watched the rest of the movie first. And then it took us about an hour to clean up all the shattered glass that was all over my living room.
That sucks.
Yeah, poltergeist.
Well, now it's my wife's like, well, maybe somebody shot through the window. I said, yeah, they shot through the window. They got the middle shelf of
nice shot.
From what? From the tree across the street. So anyway, so now it's an excuse. I got to spend about $1,500, and because now we're going to upgrade, and we're going to get ourselves an actual TV console with the shelves and it's always something.
Hey, Art, I'm going to jump off, buddy, and eat dinner with the family. I got my children over this weekend, so.
All right, Matt. Thanks for
I'll be
being
I'll be watching the chat though. I'll be hanging around. All right.
Okay.
All right, guys. I'm out of here.
man.
I'll catch you later. All right, Tom, Bill. See you later, guys.
Take it easy, bro.
$1,500 is cheap. My wife's like, I was like, honey, I'm looking at some of these things like what you want. They're like $3-4 grand. No. Why'd it have to be that? Well, because you don't want junk. So, but I did find some. We're gonna go to probably just, I don't know, through Rooms to Go, pick up something for $1,000, $1,200. But boy, did that scare the shit shit out of me.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, it definitely
It's
would.
dead
Yeah.
quiet except
Yeah.
for this movie you're focused on, and it was what's his name? It was an action movie. Oh God, I'm a man of particular skill. I have a particular skill.
Oh, Liam
Jason
Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
Statham?
His most recent movie, Memory, where he's like me. He's losing his friggin' he's starting to lose his memory, and he's a hitman. That's probably not a good thing to have happen to you. And so I'm all focused. And I'm thinking, boy, was that loud, and that scared me. But anyway, that's my story.
Yeah.
But
Well, we lost a couple of good actors this week. We lost James Caan this week. He passed away.
I didn't know James Caan died.
Yep.
Yeah, he just passed
82
away
years old.
yesterday.
Speaking of
Yeah.
Vegas, James Caan
Yeah.
was in that TV series, that
Yeah.
Vegas TV series. I used to actually really like.
Godfather.
Who else? God bless him. Who else?
Oh, Larry Stork
No,
from F Troop.
F Troop.
Yep.
yeah,
99 years old.
Corporal
Corporal
Agarn. He was still alive.
Agarn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
shit. God bless his life. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
They lived 99 years. Not that he's dead.
Yep. I bet you Dick Van Dyke and Mel Brooks are probably a little nervous right now.
They've been nervous for 20 years. That show is fun. The Hikawi Indians. Do you remember how they got their name?
Well, just Bill. First off, you couldn't make that show today. Okay.
No.
To PC.
No.
That and Hogan's Heroes about a
Oh yeah.
not German Nazi camp.
Hogan.
POW camp. I mean, all these shows. My wife is just like discovering them now. Okay.
Too
I
funny.
mean, she came to the U.S. in the early 70s, but she's discovering now on Me TV, the Andy
Right.
Griffith Show, okay,
Yep.
Goma Pile,
So,
Mayberry RFD.
Mayberry.
We've been watching
Andy
Hogan's
Griffith.
Heroes, for years now. They've been running the series in order. So,
I know nothing.
just,
Nothing.
it was some of these old sitcoms were definitely lasted the through time, huh?
Yep. I started watching NCIS from season 1.
Oh,
I'm
she
like
loves all my-
watching that.
Yeah,
And there's another show that they couldn't make those these days, even though it's still on. It's probably a lot more woke. Than it was
Art,
back
do you
then.
remember how the Hikawi Indians, and they were the Hikawi Indians, and God bless Dakota, who was like what, Italian? He was the Indian chief. How they came up with their name?
No,
yeah.
He said, we were traveling across the plains tonight, and we were being chased by our enemy, and we traveled day and night, night and day, and day and night, until we came to a cliff, and it was night, and we didn't see it, and we fall down the cliff, and the entire tribe rolls down the cliff and ends up at the bottom of the cliff, and then we look up and we just said, "Where the Hikawi?" Well, of course, he did that joke a lot better than what I just did. But no, where the Hikawi? Oh, that's too funny.
Running all the scams behind the scenes. They basically were the purveyors of all goods in and out of the fort, right? I mean, classic.
Too funny. Oh God. I'm gonna look. I bet you I have the ability to watch that show for free somewhere. With all
no doubt, yeah.
With all the different streaming services and Prime or whatever.
Yeah, it's all over the place. And Me TV is the place to look
Me
for it.
TV.
Yeah, look that up
you
online.
like Abbott and Costello, because you can watch all their television programs for free on if you have Prime Video.
And if you have H&I, Heroes and Icons channel, they have all the old cowboy shows like The Rifleman, Wanted Dead or Alive,
Chuck Connors, and Lucy and Desi Arnaz Studios did a lot of those programs, including Star Trek. They did a lot of those programs. What's that sheriff?
Oh, Gunsmoke, Bonanza.
Life and Times of what's the most famous?
Oh, Dobie Gillis.
Nah, that's work. I got to take this. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh, Art, I got to jump off. I have a.
Okay. Well.
I made
another
reservations,
channel.
Art.
Antenna TV has some old classics. They
Antenna
even
TV,
run.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
They have old Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I made reservations. I'm surprised she's not knocking on the door right now. I made restaurant reservations. I got to get going. I forgot what.
All right, Tom. Thanks for coming.
Hey, Art.
Always a pleasure having you.
Okay. I'll talk to you soon, bro. Take care.
All right. Take care. All righty. It's just me until Bill's finished with this phone call. In a few minutes, we will be doing a drawing for ArtCo stickers. So if you want to put in hashtag stickers, and we will do a drawing. We'll start that at the bottom of the hour. So, wow, well, I mean, I'm 62 years old, and most of the shows that I watched were like the late 60s and early 70s, and we had The Odd Couple, which was a great show. How about Quincy, MD? Yeah, or ME, medical examiner. He was Marcus Welby, MD. Or medical center with Chad Everett. Remember that one? Yep. Chad Everett, all the doctors show. And when I was really little, we had Dr. Casey, Dr. Ben Casey, and Dr. Kildare was another one. And we had Adam 12 and Emergency. That were Leave It to Beaver, that's right. Yep. Leave It to Beaver. Yep. And how about all the soap operas? I don't even think they're doing the soap operas anymore. There was The Edge of Night and All My Children and General Hospital. All right, looks like Bill's off the phone. Let's welcome him back. Welcome, Bill.
Boy, you dumped me awful quick. You didn't want to hear the problems at work?
No, we did.
Where'd Tom go? Did he quit?
Yeah, he had reservations, but he decided to go anyway.
Did you hear about the Indian who was sleeping in the hotel lobby because he didn't have a reservation?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Barnaby Jones, yeah. About Peyton Place. Yeah, we were talking about the soap opera.
Peyton
Place.
Yep. Never watched
Green Acres. Yep.
Well, that's the place to be.
Yep. Petticoat Junction.
I like Petticoat Junction. Who's your favorite girl on Petticoat Junction? Come on.
God, I can't remember their name.
Betty
Lou?
Betty Sue. I don't know. It might be Betty Lou. I don't know. It was redhead, blonde, and brunette. Those guys. It was Betty something.
Yep.
Wow. Old age, man. Love that.
Ironside. Yep. Oh, and who could forget? Dun-dun, dun-dun. Dun-dun, dun-dun, dum-dum-dum. Dun-dun-dum-dum-dum. Dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Perry Mason. All right, let's welcome all the way from Liverpool, New York. Let's welcome the effervescent Chuck Kovac.
I'm effervescent. How you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing good.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
It's we're doing throwback TV show.
I noticed. I was saying in the chat, like Hogan's Heroes and even stuff like Charlie's Angels and stuff, they were
Charlie's
filmed.
Angels,
They were
Lost
filmed.
in Space. Remember that?
Yeah, but I mean, a
And,
lot of the older stuff was filmed. So it was filmed in like 16
Yep.
by 9 or 235:1. So when they transfer it to video, it's already like kind of like high def.
Yep.
It looks really good in the transfer. Charlie's Angels, those chicks look super hot in high def.
Yeah. Billy Joe, Bobby Joe, and Bay Joe. Oh, and who can forget? Voyage to the bottom of the sea.
I forgot.
Yep, with Richard Basehart and David Hedison.
I don't know why I'm effervescencing a Cure show. I don't know.
All right, let's go
I gotta turn this
ahead
up, don't I? I gotta turn this up. Is that better? Better? More
That's
better?
much better.
Yeah, I've been adding narrative to a video, so I have to back it off for that with DaVinci. Now I get my radio show voice on.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready. Let's go ahead and let's start collecting comments. Come on, folks, let's bump that up. 10 people.
The life and times of Wyatt Earp.
Maddie, it's sticker, not stickers, dude. I just put toffee in out of habit, like, you know, muscle memory. I put toffee in.
You did the toffee one yet?
Excuse me.
Oh yeah, you did. The Life and Times of Wyatt Earp. That was
there. You go, Maddie. Now you're cooking with Wesson,
that's what I was
dude.
trying to think of. Great program.
Ooh, hey, we're up to 19. Come on, one more, folks.
You had 20-something when I first peeked.
There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and let's draw. Ooh, even better, 23. Wow, we're doing better than we did on coffee. All right, let's go. Hey!
Wow,
congratulations, Bill.
It's fixed.
What?
Kidding.
Congratulations, Bill. You are the winner.
Congrats. You won a sticker.
I want toffee.
Stickers. I love stickers.
He wants stickers. Yes, he does.
C107 says rigged.
Art, can I forward, since I have your stickers ready? Can I forward
Sure.
my stickers to someone else?
Sure, you can go ahead and gift it to somebody else. Pick
How much
somebody
money?
in the
How much money you
chat.
got? Little Laura Llama.
Ooh, Laura.
Alrighty. Let me go ahead and make myself big and. Why did I do that?
Make myself big and leave the channel.
Super.
Yeah. And let's do that. And there's my email. If you want to email me your address, I'll send that out right to you. Congratulations, Laura, little Laura Llama. Alrighty. Congratulations. And let's go back, and we're back.
Good job, Bill.
Yeah.
How about the show Laramie? You guys ever watch that?
Laramie. Oh, how about, what is it? Big Valley
Big Valley's
Man,
in the
I don't know
Virginia.
any of these. When were these on?
These were on in the 60s.
Well,
Oh, shit.
Laramie was early 60s.
Before my time.
Yeah.
Oh, Have Gun Will Travel.
1959 to 63. But you can watch it today on the Grit channel. GRIT. Grit.
I can't keep up with the current stuff, let alone going back to the other stuff.
Yeah,
I can't keep up with YouTube.
Oh, I found some cool channels. I found a channel where this guy made ground effect boats, which are really cool. It's kind of like a not a hovercraft, but hydroplanes, kind of like that, but it uses the air effect to keep it just above the water, but keeps it from flying off. And this guy made it from foam.
We had 4 channels. 107. 4. ABC, CBS, NBC, and PBS, which was
Yep.
UHF or
Oh,
VHF.
and if you go back
VHF.
to before 1955, don't forget the Dumont channel.
When I grew up in the New York area, we had Channel 2, which
Yep.
was
NBC, right?
I think that was 4.
I think all the lowest numbers were NBC. Then as you went up, it became NBC, CBS, ABC.
2 was
typically.
CBS. I think 4 was NBC. 5 was ABC. No, 7. We had 7. We had 2, 4, 5. No, 5 was WPIX. 7 was ABC, I believe, and 9 was WOR, which was a New York station. 11 was WPIX, which was where the Yankees were on, and 9 was where the Mets were on, and PBS was 13. So we were styling because like 2, 4, 5, 7.
Oh yeah,
13. We had
the Munsters.
Then we had the
And
VHF.
Car
We had
54,
Lucha Libre.
where are you?
Lucha Libre. We had wrestling on the span.
Oh yes.
The VHF channels.
And who can forget Get Smart?
Well, I can't. Don Adams was awesome.
Yep.
Could be,
And how many sports cars did he drive in that series?
well, he had the Sunbeam Tiger, but how many did he have? I don't know.
He had 4.
Did he? Okay.
Yep. He had the Sunbeam Tiger, the Carmen Ghia, he had the Opel GT, and then there was another one.
I used to own an Opel GT. I thought it was just a Sunbeam Tiger. You know, the Sunbeam Tiger had a 289, had a Ford 289 motor in it, and that tiny little car. Oh,
Wow.
God. That thing must have been so scary to drive. It's like a saddle on an 8-cylinder motor. But no, I didn't realize, Art, that he had other cars besides the Tiger.
And Johnny Quest and the Waltons. Yep. Yep, boy.
Good night, John Boy.
And who can forget My Mom the Car?
My mother the car.
My mother
or Mr. Ed.
Wilbur.
My mother the car. That was so terrible.
Yeah.
What happened? Oh, I did something weird.
Well, and My Favorite Martian.
Yeah, Bill Bixby, my favorite Martian. That was actually pretty good. The Courtship of Eddie's Father.
Bill Bixby.
I was just
also
going to
the
mention
Hulk.
that. Yep.
With Lou Ferrigno, he was the Hulk.
Yeah.
And how about One Day at a Time?
Hmm.
That was with Valerie Bertinelli.
Valerie, before her Eddie Van Halen.
Then we had
rock and roll days.
Mackenzie Phillip.
Yeah, she had some issues.
And
Nobody watched
and
it.
Howard Hessman got his start on that show.
WKRP in Cincinnati. But he was in
WKRP in
Cincinnati. Yeah, but nobody watched that other program for Mackenzie Phillips. That wasn't why we watched it.
Which other program?
One Day at a Time.
Oh.
It was Valerie Bertinelli was why I tuned into that program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And what other shows? Oh, there were. Oh, how about Good Time?
The Jeffersons.
The Jeffersons.
Moving
Archie
on
Bunker.
up to the east side.
It's just so sad.
To a deluxe apartment in the sky.
that Jimmy Walker is now trying to sell insurance based on dynamite.
Yeah.
Dynamite.
All these years later.
You know what? I got to work with him in Dayton, Ohio, at Wiley's Comedy Club.
Jimmy Walker?
Yep.
So what's he like in real, like just as everyday
nice
dude?
guy. Nice guy.
Yeah, kind of figured.
Yep. Oh, Fantasy Island. Look, boss, the plane.
Ricardo Montalban, better known as Khan.
And Amelia.
And the rich Corinthian leather in the Cordoba.
Yeah, the Cordoba. And by the way, he's the guy, you could thank him for not getting rid of the Frito Bandito.
Really?
Why?
Yep.
Somewhere.
He's the one that raised the stink about the ad and said it was. I am the Frito Bandito.
That was great stuff. Somewhere there's
Yeah.
a pencil eraser. My sister had the Frito Bandito pencil erasers. They used to put them in the bag of Fritos. Remember?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess it's racist, I suppose. But you know what? So, how about Mighty Mouse? You know,
Mighty Mouse.
No, not Mighty
Here
Mouse.
I come to save the day.
What was the other one with?
Oh, that's Speedy Gonzales. That was part of Looney Tunes.
All the other mice were, Senor Speedy, we sleepy. It was so racist. That whole thing was terrible. It's funny as hell, though.
And who could forget the Flintstones? Winston tastes good like a cigarette should. And how should a cigarette taste?
I
Like
don't
an
know.
ashtray?
Yeah. Cartoons selling cigarettes.
4 to
Those
5
were the days.
We were crazy back then. Oh, Rin Tin Tin. Don't forget Lassie.
Flipper.
Flipper. Freaking Flipper.
They call him Flipper, king of the
Yeah.
I used to like Magilla Gorilla.
Oh, and Gentle Ben. How about Gentle Ben?
That was an interesting program.
Yeah,
Dan
Gentle Ben and Flipper were filmed in Florida.
Were they? Dan Haggerty.
Yep.
Yeah. See in the window, Magilla Gorilla. It's interesting that these programs we watched, or I watched, was like 50 years ago, and I still know the theme songs all these years later.
About tra la 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 la.
Banana Bunch.
Banana Split.
The Banana Split.
Hey, boo boo.
and the bad guys with the sour grapes.
Yep.
Which was a bunch of girls in go-go outfits. They used to come in and bump them.
How about, hey, we're the monkeys. Do.
Davy
They
Jones.
actually had some
That's
pretty
right, Davy
good
Jones.
songs.
Davy Jones made an appearance on the Brady Bunch, remember?
Yes, he did. Mhm.
He passed
Marcia
away
had the hots
about
for
2
him.
years ago. He lived in Stewart, Florida, right down the road here. He was still performing right up until he passed away.
Yep.
Right down here in Stewart.
Daydream believer, do.
Just a better time.
And a homecoming queen. Yeah.
Now there's only one monkey left. That is Mickey Dolenz.
Mickey Dolenz is still
The drummer?
alive?
Yep.
The drummer, right?
Yep,
Sidney
Michael
Green.
Nesmith passed away late last year, I believe.
I didn't know Dolenz was still alive. He did
Yep.
last train to Clarksville, Pleasant
Yep.
Valley Sunday.
Pleasant Valley Sunday.
Yeah, he did some hits. Yep.
And
Where's he
Daydream believer. Do.
But Daydream Believer, I thought that was Davy Jones.
You know what? You might be right. But did you know Jimi Hendrix was the opening act for the Monkees?
I read that somewhere. That's pretty funny.
Mhm. Yep. And
Charles, George of the Jingle?
Watch out for
George.
that tree. That's like a drone slogan.
George of the Jungle, watch out for that tree.
See, that's a drone slogan right there.
What do you do right now? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Underdog. I love Underdog.
Oh, underdog.
No, I know. Don't make me sing. I know the theme song, The Underdog. Don't make me- Ooh,
Oh, and UFO, if we want to go into sci-fi.
in the world,
Yeah, who can forget?
folks' heart is filled with greed, and rob and steal from those who need. Who rises wrong with blinding speed? It's Underdog, speed of lightning, roar of thunder, fighting all who rob or plunder. Underdog, oh, Underdog.
Yep, you're right. The last surviving member of Hogan's Heroes is Robert Clary. And did you know he was a concentration camp survivor?
No, I did know that. That's actually very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Twilight Zone.
Twilight
Well,
Zone,
yeah,
Lost in Space.
Lost in
Laura says
Space.
stop singing.
Yeah, but Penny or Judy? Lost in Space. Did you like Penny or Judy?
Mrs. Robin.
Oh, okay. You like that. You're
Yeah,
like
I'm
that.
into
Right?
older.
Okay.
I'm into Cougar. That was, that was funny that Ron Lockwood had no idea what a cougar was.
Really?
Yep. Yep. Oh, Rockford Files, Columbo. Yep.
They weren't Quinn Martin
What?
Productions, were they? The Quinn Martin Production stuff always had
Yep.
that the shapy
Oh,
the shapy things
oh.
at the beginning.
12 O'Clock High.
Streets of San
Remember that one?
Francisco
That was
and all that
pretty
stuff.
good. Mm-hmm. And who played General Savage of 12 O'Clock High?
Don't know.
No idea.
It was Gary Sterling. He's sitting there. No, not Sterling. I'm trying to think. He's the guy that they were going to have a spin-off from Star Trek, and he played Gary Seven. The guy that, remember he had that little cat, and that cat went with him. They were trying to stop launch of an orbiting H-bomb platform. And that's when the Enterprise came in, and they thought they were stopping him, but in reality, they were, there to make sure that everything went according to history.
Gary Seven. How about Death Valley Days?
Death Valley Days, yep. Assignment Earth, yep.
I'm the old
Manic,
version.
yep. Welcome to TV Trivia on ArtCo Drone Solution. Lawrence Welk, Mod Squad. About Room 222.
All
Oh
right,
yeah, I forgot about that
stepping
show.
out.
Yep.
I gotta get some water.
And Clutch Cargo. Laughing. Oh, where'd Chuck go? Superman. Dean Martin Show. Laughing. Yep. Yeehaw. Yep. Red Skelton. Yep.
Rowan and Martin. Yep.
And Roger Ramjet. Yep.
Tennessee Tuxedo and Chumley.
Yep. Oh, and how about Mr. Peabody?
And
Mr.
what was
Peabody.
remember in Tennessee Tuxedo? That was they were actually a cartoon that was played on the Underdog show. And
Yep.
Tennessee Tuxedo and Chumley would go to see what very smart person for answers. Professor Whoopi.
Oh, Professor Whoopi, yeah.
Chumley,
Yep.
we're going to the moon. That was Don Adams that did the voice for Tennessee Tuxedo.
Yep. And who was the voice of Underdog?
Wally Cox.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And Bullwinkle. Yep.
Not yet, Laura. Still waiting on the T-shirt. Looking forward to
Yep.
it.
We're just talking about Star Trek. Yep.
I mentioned Star Trek, the original series. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Lucy and Desi production. Yep.
And the Lucy Show. How about the Lucy Show?
Sure.
And
Flash Gordon.
Flash Gordon. That's
was
way before our time. WKR.
It was so anti-Asian, that program. It's too funny.
Yeah. Oh, Married with Children, but
That's a little newer.
That was the 80s, though. The Honeymooners, yep.
That's new enough that Christina Applegate's still a babe, so that's a little new.
Before the Honeymooners, what network was Jackie Gleason on? It was a spinoff that later became the Honeymooners.
I feel like I should know this.
It was the Dumont Network.
The Dumont Network.
Which went off the air in 1955. And they were one of the first networks TV network. Yep. Oh, good night, Laura. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for stopping in, Laura.
Beretta, yep. Beretta. How about Hill Street Blues?
I watched every episode of that. I love that show, Hill Street
Yep,
Blues.
me too.
Yep.
Time Tunnel. Buck Rogers, yep. Now, the first season was pretty good. The second season.
Amos,
Bosom Buddies, yep.
Amos
That
said,
thing. How about Ed Sullivan Show? Who can forget the Ed Sullivan?
"Holy mackerel, Andy!"
Yep. Cisco Kid, Dukes of Hazzard. Yep.
Leave it to Beaver.
Yep. And don't even get me started on the
Yeah,
the
that joke.
adult version of Leave It to Beaver called
Walt, you're
Leave It
being
in
a little
Beaver.
hard on the Beaver.
Yeah.
How about Hazel?
Hazel. How about I Dream of Jeannie?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't forget the adult version called I Wet Dream of Jeannie.
I had such a crush on that woman, Barbara Eden. Holy cow. Yep,
Yep.
yep.
She's still around. Boy, she's still look pretty darn good. Yep.
Yeah.
Lassie, the Rifleman. Yep. Yep. I Spy. Oh, and who can forget the Sentinel? Who was in the Sentinel?
I don't remember.
Roger Moore.
Roger Moore.
Yeah.
Before he was gay.
And yeah, one night I think it was on Me TV. They were having like a Sentinel marathon or something. It's like I watched a whole bunch of those.
So,
And,
did anybody else have a crush on Lori Day and the Partridge Family?
Ooh, yeah, the Partridge Family. Kojak. Who can forget Kojak? Yep.
Telly Savalas. Yep. The Avengers.
Sky King, the Avengers. Yep. Ozzy and Harriet. Yep.
The Avengers.
Oh, how about the
show.
Dobie Gillis? You can forget Dobie Gillis. Yep. And that guy just recently passed away.
He's responding to Lori Day. She was, yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
How about Meredith Montgomery in Bewitched?
Yeah, so you mean Elizabeth Montgomery?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that was the Meredith. That's a different Meredith. That was Meredith.
That's Meredith Baxter Burney.
See that? What happens when you get old?
Yeah.
Elizabeth Montgomery.
Yeah, from Bewitched. And how about Mariette Hartley? She was also in Star Trek.
Yeah, she was.
She was the one where they were at that planet where the sun was about to go nova, and Mr. Atos had they had these discs. They had all the history, and people could go back into the past and become a character. And Spock and McCoy ended up in the Ice Age, where
remember that? Yep.
Meredith Baxter, and she was.
Yeah. Hi, Michael Wright. How you doing, brother? Welcome in.
Michael Wright and Herman. Good to see you, Herman. Thanks
for
coming.
Sorry, Art. Welcome in, Herman. Doc Murdoch. Welcome in, Chris. Good to see you.
Yep. Hey, Chris.
I'm going to. I haven't had any liquid refreshments for a while.
Yeah, it's about time to shut this bad boy down. So
Really?
we'll do it. Well, we'll give it another 5 or 10 minutes. So if you want, you can go ahead and grab your brewski, and
Grab my wife.
we'll hold the fort for you.
What am I grabbing? Boy, you know, it's amazing how many TV shows there were. We're just going on, and a Bionic.
I know.
I mean, we're getting some repeats, but
Yep, the Bionic Man. Oh no, that was the $6 million man.
Yep. And then it was Bionic.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That was Lindsay Wagner.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Rat Patrol. Yeah, that was another Quinn Martin show. Yep. The Munsters, not the Monsters. That's a different movie. That was
Right.
one with Billy Crystal and who was that? The guy from Roseanne.
Billy Crystal.
Yeah, remember Monsters Inc.
Oh, Monsters Inc. Monsters Inc. Right.
Yeah, he played the character.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha.
Milton Berle. Yep. Mm-hmm. All right, take care, Ali. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
So long, Kai. Hope you feel better.
Yep.
Be back. I'll be right back. Oh.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna turn off my camera so you guys can revel in my beautiful,
Okay. Alrighty. Man, there were so many shows back then. Going down memory lane, and we're talking about all the old old police shows. Oh, and Policewoman, or how about the original Art Carlson show? Dukes of Hazzard, Baba Black Sheep. Yep, that's right. That was a good show. Oh, Hawaii Five-0, the original Hawaii Five-0. And how about Magnum PI? That was a good show. So, you want to talk about, okay, how the original or the remakes? Which ones do you like? Do you like the original and Bill is back? The original Magnum PI or the new Magnum PI? The original Hawaii Five-0 or the new Hawaii Five-0?
Original. Both.
Yeah, and the Wild Wild West. Yep, that was good. Mod Squad. Yep. Carol Burnett Show. Who could forget that one? They had some really funny.
Harvey Korman, Lyle Wagner, Tim Conway.
Yep.
Tim Conway is
Vicki Lawrence.
Vicki Lawrence. Tim Conway is just the funniest guy. I used to love watching I used to watch that show just for his skits.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And chips. Yep, we got chips.
I got chips in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm probably going to have some chips for dinner. Hot dogs, chips. Yep.
Actually, I've got some baby back ribs sitting in the kitchen right now.
All right. God bless America. Thanks for coming. Out of all the Star Trek series, I like the original series, and I'm more of a Deep Space Nine fan. I like
it a lot.
Yep.
It had to grow on you. You had to learn the characters, like the characters.
Yep.
And liked it a lot. Also, I liked the Brave New Worlds, the brand new one.
Right.
Can't not like that. That is just such a great homage to the original series and with modern technology and.
You mean Strange New World?
Strange. What did I call? What I said? Whatever.
You said the original Brave New World.
Strange New Worlds. Yeah, it's very, very, very good. Really enjoy that.
Yeah.
All the other new ones suck. Seriously.
Yeah.
Some worse than others. Discovery sucks. Picard's just not good. Which bothers, which is a shame because I was hoping that would be good.
Yeah. Yep. And soap. How about
the most popular one is the Next Generation, and I don't get it because it's just so generic. It's okay, but.
And how about
Enterprise? I like that. I like that series a lot. That series did not get the credit it deserves. It's actually very entertaining. My wife and I actually we binged it. The 5 seasons, and that's her favorite of all of them. Isn't that interesting?
Yep. And how about Quantum Leap?
Too woke, too in your face all the time, in your face.
Yeah.
It's fine to be woke to a point, but constantly trying to teach you a lesson.
Partridge Family. Yep. What was another one? The Ghost of Mrs. Muir. Yep. That was a good one.
I forgot about that show, The Ghost of Mrs. Muir. Wow, we're old.
Courtship of Eddie's Father. Yep.
I brought that up already.
Oh, how about Brandon? Remember Brandon?
Who was the famous female actress that was on The Courtship of Eddie's Father? It was little Eddie's love interest. And she actually appeared naked. Well, they didn't show it, but Eddie saw her naked on the program, which is pretty risque for, pre-teen.
Right.
Do you remember who that was?
No, I can't.
Really? Jodie Foster.
Oh.
Yeah. Jodie Foster was the tomboy girl love interest of little Eddie. Yep.
Oh, okay. Oh, and Mike says, yeah, that's right. Most of the TNG will be on. Yep. Ironside is another one.
They're trying to save Picard, I think, with that, which is fine. I'll watch it, but
yeah,
I just, like I said, it's a little woke for me too.
Well, Chris' father Guido Sarducci was on Saturday Night Live.
Father Guido Sarducci. I mean, how do you even? It's amazing. How come the Italians weren't up in arms about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Mary Hartman. Yeah.
Oh my God, that show is funny. Actually, I'd like to go back and watch that again because I think at the time it was above my head. Very politically motivated program.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The Green Hornet. Yep.
Mary Tyler Moore show.
Mary Tyler Moore. Yep. Tatsy. Yeah.
Yep. These are all shows
That
that
girl.
Stay up at night and watch. Late at night watch. Did you as a kid, like look forward to Sunday night to watch Disney Channel? To watch Disney?
Yes, I did. Yeah. That was back when Disney was Disney.
The Golden Girls is still good. I still watch that show.
Yep. Oh, God. My mother would watch that. Oh, my God.
Golden Girls? I can still watch. They're funny.
Oh, they are, but God, my mom watched them over and over, and it got to a point where I just, I'm so over it. How about Family Affair? That was another one.
Sanford and Son. There's so many we haven't mentioned. I mean,
Yep, Sanford and Sons and Flip Wilson Show. Yeah.
Remember how he got knocked off the air? Somebody was heckling him, and he said, "Your mother wears combat boots in her grave," and that was enough to cancel him. Back in the day, because he said something like, because that's a reference to,
Yeah.
Sleeping.
Yeah, Vietnam. Yep.
Sleeping with the troops, but the Addams Family's still good.
Yep. Oh, my favorite joke of his was he was riding the subway one day, and this he wasn't riding. There was this drunk guy, and this woman came on with her baby, and this drunk came up, and he's looking at her. He goes, "What are you staring at?" And he goes, "Man, he has one damn ugly baby." And she got all bent out of shape and complained, and I guess the train conductor came by and said, I'm so sorry that this happened. Someone called for, we'll give you top tickets for you and your monkey.
How about Soupy Sales?
Yep, Soupy Sales. Yep.
And Soupy Sales was the one that got canceled because it was a joke But he was telling the kids how to buy stuff on the
Yeah,
program.
take your dollar bill and
Go sneak
How
into.
have
Be very quiet. Don't wake up your parents. Sneak in your room. Go in the wallet.
yeah,
Take out the money. Or take out the
take
credit.
out a dollar bill and mail it.
That was a joke, but wow, they got rid of him.
Yeah. Oh, he actually had a naked woman on
Yeah.
his show. It
Gilligan's
was
Island.
you
Ginger
didn't
and
see
Marianne.
it, but oh god, it was funny. Michael's Drone and RC. Good to have you.
He was a joke, but he brought up Gilligan's Island. Ginger or Marianne?
Marianne.
Me too. Me too.
Ginger just seemed too high maintenance.
Intimidating. And
Yeah.
and kind of sticky. Ew.
Yeah.
Intimidating. Marianne's a cutie.
Oh yeah. MTV when MTV was music videos. Now is that channel still going? I don't even think MTV's still on.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it changes formats so many times. I got MTV back in 1980 when it was brand new, and back when HBO was brand new, and MTV was $1 a month, and it was 24-hour a day music videos with no commercials, nothing but VJs, and not VJs, not vajayjays, anyway, but VJs and 24-hour music videos, and it was $1 a month and no advertising. You paid $1 a month. I still remember
that was a great channel.
It was then. What was the first show? I mean, what was the first music video on MTV?
Oh, video killed the video killed the radio star. By the Buggles.
The Radio Star was the very first one. Mm-hmm. And HBO was also brand new. And back when I lived in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, that's where they were based. Was out of Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. It was HBO. Yep,
mm-hmm.
All brand new. Beavis and Butthead I still like.
I was never on audio.
It's so bad. It's so bad it's good.
Oh, they've got a new one out that's on Paramount, where they time traveled back to today, and they were forced to take a gender study class. And I was like, oh man, Beavis and Butthead. Yeah. Dragnet was another one. Yeah, that was a good one.
I am Cornelio. I need TP for my bunghole. It's so dumb, so good.
So
Playboy.
Every time I hear him, hey, let's go play some bunghole. I still giggle when I hear it. Hey, when I was a kid, we called that beanbag toss. We didn't call that cornholio. Cornhole.
What'd you call it?
Beanbag toss, where you had the plywood with the hole and you threw the beanbags in. Yeah. Land of the Giants. Yep.
I like that show on him. Bartholomew. Yeah, Bartholomew was the bad guy character. I mean that was kind of like a ripoff, kind of sort of Lost in Space.
Mm-hmm.
We had what was his name? The bad guy in Lost in Space.
Oh,
Dr.
Smith.
Dr. Smith. Well, Bartholomew was their Dr.
Yeah,
Smith.
James.
He wasn't nearly as evil as Dr. Smith was.
Yep.
And
he was flamboyant.
What was the name of the robot in Lost in Space?
Robot.
Robot. They really reached out on the creativity scale there with Robot. But his real name, believe it or not, was Robbie the Robot.
I thought Robbie was the one from from the movie.
The same robot.
No, it was a different robot.
I'm gonna look it up. You could be right.
Yep.
Damn it.
Go ahead.
I'll bet you're right, but I'm gonna look it up anyway.
Because The one on Lost in Space had a little person that was inside.
Well, Robbie the Robot
Good.
was really, really very famous, but I'm pretty sure he had that. Yeah, the head was different.
Yep.
He was using several.
B9, that's right. Yep.
What was
B9.
what's B9?
That was robot's name.
Benign. Oh, that's too good. I didn't even know that.
Oh, Forbidden Planet. Yep, that's where Robbie the Robot was from.
but he
and
was in other
different
movies.
strokes.
They used that
Who can
character in
forget
other
different
movies.
strokes?
Robbie was a guest star in Lost in Space. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And different strokes. Who's the only character, the only actor left?
From different strokes? I don't know.
The guy that played Willis.
Really? What you talking about?
Yep. Gary Coleman, he passed away several years ago.
What was the girl's name?
Dana Plato.
Dana Plato. Drug overdose, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. And then there was this. What was the name of the spin-off from that show?
Got me.
Facts of Life.
What was the show?
And that was the show that motivated me to get into comedy, because they had a character. She had cerebral palsy, who was a comedian, and I saw her do stand up on one of the, the shows. It was kind of a forerunner of ET, and yep, and Jared Jewell was her name, and I got to work with her. I think I was still in college. This would be in the late '80s. Yep. Funny gal.
Silver Spoons.
Silver Spoons. Yep.
Gary Coleman. What was the TV show? It was a little tiny black kid.
Oh, yeah.
Alex
Karras was in it.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Lewis.
Emmanuel Lewis and Alex Karras. What was that?
Yeah. That was a good show. Webster, that's right,
Webster, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Benson,
yes. That was a spin-off from Soap.
Soap was a funny show.
Yep.
Benson was pretty good too.
Who were the two actors in Benson that later went on to play Star Trek characters?
I don't know.
Oh, well, Ethan Phillips, he played Neelix. And then there's Rene Auberjonois.
Love that guy.
Odo.
I love that actor.
Yep.
That guy had a lot of
He
range.
also played in The Patriot.
And we lost him too, but he had a lot of range. Yes, he had played a great character in The Patriot.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a shame. He died too young.
Yes, he did.
He was
Oh,
old.
and the guy that played not Quark, but Nog passed away.
What's that?
The actor that played Nog in Deep Space Nine. Eisenberg.
Eisenberg. He passed away very young.
Yep.
You couldn't spell Odo's name. How about Hodo? Hodo. That's
he owned a dry cleaning business called an Odomat.
Yes, he was on Boston Legal. Boston Legal might be the funniest program I've ever watched.
How about Ally McBeal?
Didn't like it.
That was weird.
That was just a series of legal drama, legal comedies. Like L.A. Law. I liked L.A. Law.
Right.
It was okay. I like Suits a lot. I watched every episode of Suits. But
Night Court, Alice, yeah.
Legal is
what
Denny.
was the show with Bruce Willis?
That was Moon. That was
yeah,
Moonlighting.
yeah. Starsky and Hutch.
Night Court. Good one. Good remembrance. Night Court was good.
Okay, what character or what actor from Night Court was in Buck Rogers?
What, Buck Rogers the movie?
No, the new series, the one with Gil Gerard.
Don't think I've
Aaron
watched.
Gray.
Haven't watched it. Can't tell you.
Marky Post.
Oh, she's still around?
No, she passed away late last year. Cancer.
Did she? That's a shame.
I think she was 70.
God, stop reminding me how old I am.
I know.
Your post was up, babe.
That's right. You're right. Brent Spiner, his first got a start on.
He was fantastic. It's my because he redid that character later on the Bob Newhart show.
Right. Oh.
Then he said, "My brother. This is my brother."
Daryl, and Daryl.
My brother Daryl, my brother
Larry, Daryl, and Daryl.
Yep. And my other brother Daryl.
Yep. Oh, Three's Company. Yep.
I mean, it wasn't necessarily the same. It wasn't the same actor, but it was the same. It was the same setup. It was and my brother Daryl, my other brother. Yes, but Data was Data. Brent Spiner was great, and Brent Spiner is just great in everything he does.
Yep. Oh, and oh God, I was just thinking about what famous Russian comedian was on Night Court?
Oh, it's the only Russian comedian. What the? Oh, that's so funny.
Yakov Smirnoff.
Yakov Smirnoff. Yeah, as if that's really his real name. That's funny because it's true.
Yep. And I think he still performs in Branson, Missouri.
Does he? Never been to Branson.
I've been by there, and yep, I got to perform at Lake Ozark.
Artie, all we're doing is naming old TV programs. How many people are still here? 23 people are still here.
23 people.
And 23 people are still here. That shows we have no life. And that's why I like having the antenna route, because I could pick up like Me TV and all this old watch all this old stuff. And even if you can't, you can stream a lot of this stuff for free, on Pluto.
Yep.
Have you used Pluto?
No.
Several hundred free channels for free streaming. It's just free. Just
I have Roku.
You have a Roku, so you can do Pluto. Just install the Pluto app. It's literally several hundreds of 24-hour day programming for free.
Wow.
And it's got a lot of the old shows.
The Lone Ranger. Yep. Yeah, Rich Little, he is still performing. Yep.
Rich Little
does a lot of stuff on Fox News.
I know he's still alive.
Oh yeah.
Cagney and Lacey. That show was awful.
I used to call that Gag Me and Mace Me. Hey, let's welcome, finally, all the way from Lipa City, Philippines, in Batangas. Let's welcome James Tanner. And James, we don't have... What happened to your video, James?
It's coming. Give me a minute.
Okay.
It's got a long way to go.
You got to deal with PLDT. That's their cable. Their internet. Manic. Yep. And, oh, how about Heck Ramsey? Remember that show? That was only on for one season. Oh, and he disappeared. Oh, Rockford Files.
I like Rockford Files. It was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Briscoe County Jr. starring Bruce Campbell. You know, I've never watched that, but I love Bruce Campbell. I'll have to check that out. Who doesn't like Bruce Campbell? I'll have to check that out.
I remember Glenn Campbell. Yep. Oh, I think he's back. He's back finally.
Hey, Bill. Hey, good morning. Oh, well, good evening your time.
Magandang umaga.
I tried to get in. I don't know. I'm having a problem with my network here a little bit. So
You're sitting in a different spot than usual.
Yeah, well, we just finished breakfast here. We're running really late. We had some guests. Yeah, Saturday night here. Well, it's Sunday morning here now, but Saturday night, always on Saturday nights, we have guests drop by every Saturday night. And last night was no exception. And I tried to keep up with the contractor across the street because he always comes over on Saturday nights. And I tried to keep up with him with the sand MIGs, and I couldn't do it, and it's paying its toll on.
Yeah, I like sand MIGs. Those are pretty good. I like the sand MIG dark. It's pretty good.
Yeah, for evening, if we're just everybody sitting around drinking, the sand MIG lights, those are good for me. But during the daytime, like if I'm working around the yard or something like that, I like the apple flavored. The apple flavored sand MIG's real good. I like drinking like apple cider. So it's real good. Yeah, I saw you still had some folks still inside here. I saw Chuck popped in a little bit earlier, and Ness and I got done. And I said, let me try to jump in real quick before I know you close normally about this time. So I just want to. Yeah. It's been really hard. I apologize for not getting in on your last few episodes inside here.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened to Chuck? Where did he go?
Yeah, where's Chuck? Yeah, that's right.
I think he went to dinner, or he had something he had to do.
Well, try to get Chuck.
My dinner's in the kitchen, and I'm avoiding it just to be here with you, Artie. I mean, that's dedication. I mean,
I haven't seen. Is Jim Beauchart been in lately?
Oh, he had knee replacement surgery.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so he's laid up.
He was in the chat tonight. But he's not. His studio is in his basement. So obviously, with the knee replacement surgery, he can't get down there. So he just, he sits on a tablet and he checks in and says hi to everybody and like that. But it went well. He's doing
300 staples in his knee.
Oh wow, that's major. Yeah,
30. It's like 47 or 37 or something. Every time somebody repeats it, it's 3,754. He sets off metal detectors in the next county over. He's fine. Everything's doing well, and he's.
That's good. Yeah, and I look forward to seeing him both back on your show and him doing his own stuff, because I haven't seen any new material on his channel in quite some time, and I kept saying, well, maybe my alert thing is not working, so I keep popping in every now and then, but he hasn't been really doing too much on
taking a break and enjoying that fabulous Canadian disability thing that they got going on. Which I would too, but like I said, his whole setup's downstairs, and he's not set up. I was thinking about sending him a kit that he could set up right there so he could sit in his chair with his stained T-shirt and on all kinds of morphine and stuff. I'll bet you it'd be funny.
Yeah, it would be. No matter what comes out of his mouth, it's funny. So I look forward to seeing more material from him. Speaking of Canadian neighbors, our Canadian neighbors, they're about done.
I saw your last video.
Yeah,
the ambulance and the volcano. That was really good drone shot. And that was with the Air 2.
I was so excited to use the Air 2. That's the very first time I took the Air 2 on a long run, because it's, oh my goodness, it's probably from that point I took off right there. I don't know, maybe 10 kilometers or something like that to get from that point to the volcano. And I just wanted to see what the performance would be compared to the Phantom 4 Pro.
10 kilometers one way?
Oh, it went more.
Well,
Yeah.
what battery life to get back? You had enough battery life to get back?
I had enough. Well, what happened was, on that one video, I had two batteries with me. One battery was used to do the rotary mobile clinic function inside there. You know, I flew around San Nicolas, and I did some stuff inside the little arena area to show the mobile clinic that the rotary delivered to them that day. So I only had I actually had about 3/4 of a battery left on that one, but I know 3/4 of a battery will not get to the volcano and back. So I didn't even attempt to put that inside there.
I mean, the furthest I've gone each way with a full battery, I went about 17,500 feet, which was, well over 3 miles, 3 1/3 miles. And then I came back, and I didn't make it all the way back. I mean, I came up without, as you well know, I got the drone back, but I had to go drive to get it. But
Bill, when it comes to what I've noticed when it comes to the drones, both and it's just a dynamic characteristic of flying in airspace. If you fly in any airspace that has obstacles inside it, whether it be buildings or trees or
I mean, it wasn't a connection. The connection was great. I could have kept going until I ran out of juice and crashed. But
I flew
just not enough battery to come back.
Yeah, I flew over the lake. When I flew over the lake, and I continued to watch the signal strength from the controller to the drone, and where I remember the Phantom 4, when I would get to a certain, and I would watch the bars dropping on Phantom 4. This one was, I don't know if it's got 4 or 5 bars on there, but it was full strength all the way to the top of the volcano, all the way right over to the top. Where I had issues were when I dropped in elevation, I wanted to descend inside the volcano, and I wanted to get as close. So when I did that, I couldn't see the line of sight. Well, I couldn't see line of sight anyway because it was so far away. But it was
But the volcano was 6 kilometers away.
More? No, it's more. It was more than that. Yeah.
And you had enough battery to make it all the way back.
Wow. Absolutely, yeah. I came back with like about 30%. About 30%.
Wow. So probably you didn't have much wind. That's why.
My drone decided it was time to come back at about 3 1/3 miles, which is what, 4 kilometers, 4.5 kilometers, and it turned around on its own. I said, okay, fine, and it had 60-something% left. But then I watched that needle just drop. I didn't make it back. I had to go rescue the drone.
That happened to me 2 times. Well, I actually made it back on. That happened to me 2 times with Phantom 4. And we talked about this on some of the Art's other earlier episodes a year or 2 ago. But that happened with the Phantom 4. And my biggest fear when it was coming back is I'm fighting with the sticks because it wants to land.
Right.
And I'm pulling back on the stick to raise up to stay above the water because both of those were Ta'al Lake coming back from Ta'al Volcano.
What happened to me was I was able to fight it from landing, but it wouldn't go forward. I could only fight it in one direction. So I would have just ended up in the intercoastal waterway. So I actually, fortunately, I had some height. So I would hit forward. So I was heading right towards the shore, and it was dropping there. Okay, up, and then I go forward, and then up, and then forward, and then I lost the signal because there was just too many buildings at that point because it was pretty low between me and the drone, and I lost it. I thought it was gone. I thought it ended up almost making it, and it actually made it by maybe 6 yards, barely made it.
Same for me. I came back on 1%, not this time. But about a year and a half ago, a year and a half to 2 years, right after when I did the 30-day the 30-day after the 30-day eruption.
But I didn't make it back. What I'm talking about is fighting my way to get to the coast into somebody's backyard.
Yeah.
I made it into someone's actual person at a beachfront property, and I barely made it into. And it landed in their hedge in the backyard.
Yeah, at least you didn't turn it into a submarine like several other people have done before. And that's been reported on YouTube. I've seen on YouTube where people did that, and they show it because it'll do. I guess it will do some kind of recording, and you can track your entire movement that you had. And there's been people who have dumped the quad in the water, lost the quad, but they can see where, and it showed it just stopped. It would not continue to go like what the situation.
Well, that's how I found it. I mean, I used the mapping and I looked at it, and it showed that it was in between this property and this property, and I blew it up, and it actually was giving me addresses of the street, and I was with Ray Kelly, and we went for a ride, and the people weren't home, and so I went to the neighbor's house right next door, and they told me they heard the drone, and that's how close to the shore it was. And they said, well, you're welcome to come. They're from Tennessee. No, I'm sorry, Kentucky originally. You're welcome to come back and take a look if you like. I said, really, really nice people. They're okay. And we go in the back. I said, but I think it's in your neighbor's yard. And we're, but we couldn't see because they had this huge hedge that separated the properties. That was probably
a Rottweiler
high and 3 feet. Yeah, no Rottweiler. Gate to the backyard, and it was open. I didn't want to do that. I was already trespassing just by. I was like, it's back there somewhere. And
you know, us guys in the South, we all have shotguns, right?
All the water effects like an infinity pool, and it was a very nice property, and it had an infinity pool. And well, even if it made it to their yard, it's probably in the bottom of their fucking pool. So I'm looking at it, oh God, I really want to go back there and get it. Let's go check out the neighbors. And they said, no, you can look. Couldn't see it. I really thought it made. I didn't think it made it. I thought that the map was wrong. The map actually showed it landing in between the two properties. So we were going to leave because, like I said, the people weren't home. It's like, screw it. Call the cops. Call the cops. I'm going back there. I'm going to see if my drone's back there. Yeah. And so I'm back there, and you can see the cameras. They got cameras all over their backyard. Like I said, pretty well-to-do area. And I go in the yard. I'm like this in front of the camera. I'm so sorry. I'm saying, I'm just looking for my drone. I mean, I'm making.
You're like Panama
doing sign language.
I was about to give up because I see all the water in their backyard because they got like this infinity pool going off into a water effect thing, but it's not down there. I was thinking, oh, it didn't make it. It must be in, right there. Right there in the brackish water. I was like, and I was just about to give up, and I'm looking at the hedge. It's not. Sitting buried in the top of the hedge was my drone. It was like looking at me the whole time. I was totally dead. It was totally dead. I couldn't get a signal from it. And but there it was without a scratch on it, sitting on that big hedge I was talking about, and just kind of peeking out. I was like, oh my God, there it is. And I grabbed it. In the meantime, these people came home, right? So I'm coming out of their backyard, and good thing that Ray was out there. And being a 70-something-year-old guy, we didn't look like criminals or anything, And he's talking to them and saying what's going on. They could care less. People could care less. Yeah. I came out of their back. I'm so sorry. I went back there. I showed them the drone. Never heard a word. So thank God. Sorry, I'm roaming around your backyard in the middle of the day.
Well, guys, I'm going to shut this down. We could keep talking right after this stuff.
Hold on, Bill.
Hold on.
Opportunity, man. You missed a big opportunity. You should have got the CCTV. That would have gone viral with you doing the sign.
There you go.
Passing into somebody's backyard. You need to grab.
All right, everybody in the chat. Thanks for coming, Robbie. Thanks for coming, Bob Casey, Warren, the Cure Show. Thank you, and Bill and Charles and all the rest. Thank you very much, and we'll catch you all next week and keep them flying. Bye-bye.